Shalom, Israel. I would like to say all praises to the Most High Yahweh, and the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Ezekiel with the Sons of God's Israelite camp. Got your brother Gideon, Amoth, Tobias, and Yeshaya. The name of this class is going to be Come Out of Her, My People. I'm sure you know it's been a lot of commotion this past week with the election and everything that went on. You got a lot of people that's frustrated. A lot of people that's sort of happy that they got their boy back in power. He's going to be coming back into power next year, starting January. So this class is mostly directed towards our people, Israel. So the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's not directed to any other nation of people. But we can get Revelations chapter 18, verse 4 to start out with.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues.
Con, man. So as I said, this class is directed towards the Israelites, who are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. This is who this verse is speaking of. It's talking about you. And what is it talking about coming out of? It's not physically talking about coming out of a place. It's talking about mentally, emotionally, come out of her religion, her politics. As I said, this week has been full of commotion with regards to the past election. A lot of our people, in particular our women, wanted Kamala Harris to win, but Donald DJ Trump is going back in office. So a lot of our people, for whatever reason, you still invest in these politicians being able to save you. Well, hey, look, we had a so-called black president, Barack Obama. He wasn't really one of us because his dad's a Hamite, so he's a Hamite. But what ought he do for you? Nothing. He did more for the LGBT community than he did anything else. Nobody's going to save you in this captivity, Israel. Nobody but the Most High's Son, Yahweh Shai, who's coming back to save us. So they can put any politician they want in office, but guess what? It's not going to do you any good. It hasn't done you good the last 400 or 500 years we've been here. These guys are still going to continue to oppress you. They're still going to come out with laws to keep you down and to keep themselves in power, keep you dependent upon them. So you're putting your faith in the wrong people. You're putting your faith really in a nation that cannot save you. That nation being Babylon, which AKA is America. Donald Trump is not going to save you. As a matter of fact, when he gets into office, I got this feeling that prophecies are really going to start rolling with the things that this guy said he's going to start off doing his first day back in office. Hey, let's read this article, man, so we can just get into some of this.
Yeah, if I can add to it too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Christians always get hung up on that my people. Like you said, you know what I'm saying, to start off with, the Lord's people are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But you know what I'm saying, like you said, come out of her. But when it is actually going into physically, the Lord is gonna call, you know what I'm saying, his people physically out of this place when he's calling them up in those chariots right before those nuclear missiles hit. But in order to physically be called up out of this place, you have to first spiritually, like you said, spiritually come out of, you know what I'm saying, understanding the philosophies, the ways of America. But when they see that my people, all of a sudden people get dumbfounded all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? They're like they don't know mine is possessive. That's like, for instance, if I say, you know what I'm saying, my kids, everybody have common knowledge and understanding. When I'm referring to my kids, they will understand I'm only talking about my kids. They'll know I'm not talking about everybody's kids on the earth. But all of a sudden, when the Christians read the Bible and they see my people, all of a sudden they try to make that go out to everybody. No, that's possessive. My people is dealing with the Lord's people, the chosen people of Israel. Nowhere else in the Bible you can read the Lord calling anybody outside of the nation of Israel his people. So this just a precept to prove who his people is. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 2, verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah. The reason why it's referring to Bethlehem, because the prophecy in the book of Micah referred to the Messiah was going to be born in the land of Bethlehem. So it says, thou Bethlehem in the land of Judah art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. So when you see my people, everywhere in the Bible, when you see God is referring to my people, is only talking about the nation of Israel. But you got to back up.
Con, and that's a good point too. I'm glad you brought that out, man. Revelation 18:4 is talking about when Yahweh Shah returns, he's going to call us back up, the elect, man, the ones who mentally, spiritually come out of this place, man. Because in order to get up, what do you got to do? You got to separate yourself from this place, man. But our people, man, they were never good at separating themselves. They always wanted to integrate themselves with other nations, man, which is why we got sent into captivity in the first place. And that's why it became so vested in this this election, man. I can't tell you how many people, our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, came at me, man. It was like, how come you ain't voting, man? It's like, we're not supposed to be voting, man. According to the scriptures, the Most High is going to choose a king for us. That king is Yahweh Shai. And we're not supposed to be setting any strangers, anybody that's not our brothers, above us, man. So you ain't supposed to be voting for DJ Trump, nor are you supposed to be voting for Kamala Harris, man. The Bible tells you that the woman should not usurp authority over the man. So by you going out and voting for either one of these individuals, man, you breaking the commandments of the Most High, man, because you're so ingrained in Babylon. You can't picture a world without the existence of Babylon. And it's funny, man, because not only do the Edomites think that this place is going to continue to go on forever, man, but the majority of our people, man, cannot understand that this is Babylon the Great, that the Most High had prophesied for total destruction, man. This place is on the downfall. No matter how much you try to save it, no matter who you think getting in office, nobody's going to be able to save this place, man. The Most High is the author of this script that we're living out, man. And there is no alternate endings. This is the author and the director's cut, man, which is this place is going to be destroyed. So no matter how much you think that you can wish and pray into that, America recovers and continue on, it's not going to happen, man. The Most
Got a precept for you too.
Go ahead, Doc.
Just to back up what you're saying, how, people here in America, mainly the Edomites, they feel like their kingdom, their rulership is not going to be no end to it. And like you said, our people who follow behind Esau, they feel like that too. Cause even when you tell our people, when we go into the Bible and show our people the prophecy of this place, America, and let our people know that America is going to be destroyed during World War III, they can't believe it because they feel like America has the greatest army, the greatest military, and they feel like this kingdom can never be defeated. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at any type of history, every kingdom that rose into power always got brought down. So what made people think that America is not going to be brought down? You know what I'm saying? But they feel like that. That's what's in their mind. But it's the book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses should continue forever. And that's how the so-called white man think, man. He think that his kingdom, starting with America, they head kingdom on earth is going to continue forever, man. They feel like this is the greatest kingdom that ever existed, and in no way, no other nation can bring this kingdom down. That's their thought. That's their mentality. And it said their dwelling places to all generations. They call their names after their own name. So they're speaking about the so-called white man. Because who was America named after, man? Italian explorer by the name of Amerigo Vespucci, man. That's them. When they go around, they conquer and they destroy and they take over lands. They call their lands after their own name. So this is speaking about the so-called white man and his thought process and his mentality. We're feeling like their kingdom would never be taken down, man. But you got to back up.
Yeah, man. They feel as though this place is never going to go down, man. I mean, it's already on the downslide, man. I mean, basically, think about it, man. What did Biden do during his term in presidency, man? He weakened the economy and he opened the borders, right? To allow all these gang members in, man, all these members on the terrorist watch list, all these guys filtered in. Why? Fulfillment of Jeremiah 51, man. When God says he's going to fill this place with men, that's with caterpillars. They're going to, roughly paraphrase, lift up a standard within it, destroy it. So now he brought the chaos. So now order out of chaos. So now DJ Trump is coming back in And he's going to come down and try to bring order back to this place, man. And one of the first things he said he was going to do was what? Mass deportation. Well, let's get this article right here before we get into that, man. One of you guys want to read it?
I got you.
All right.
This is Newsweek. Donald Trump won more black voters than any Republican in 48 years. Analysts.
Can you see that up? Sorry about that.
All right. President-elect Donald Trump won more black voters than any Republican candidate was able to do in nearly 50 years, an analyst said Friday. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going, man.
CNN Harry Enton looked at different demographic in the 2024 election, finding big gains for the GOP candidate compared to previous election cycles. Trump's voter base remained white and working class people, but the rise in the number of other groups, including blacks, Hispanic, and first-time voters, allowed him a pathway to the White House.
Con, man. So you see, Trump not only gained, the working class people and the white society, the Edomite society, but who else did it mention, man? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Israelites went out and voted for this guy, man. Now, think about it, man. We know that the Most High, man, from ancient times, he called the end from the beginning, right? So, as I said before, man, we just living out the scripture. So, Trump is in office. Why? Because the Most High wanted him in office, man. For what? He wanted him in office to bring about his will, to do his will on this earth, man. So people think that they got free will, man. But I'm going to show you, we're going to go with some scriptures to show you, man, that the Most High rulers in the kingdom of man. He seals instructions in your head when you deep in sleep, man. So he put the thoughts, he put the instruction into these so-called blacks, Hispanics to go out and vote for Trump, man. Let's get Daniel 2:20, man. Because the Most High is behind this, man. Now we know the elect behind the scene, the so-called elite behind the scenes, man. They think that they're pulling the strings and they got their man back in office to do their bidding. But really, man, it's the Most High that's orchestrating all this behind the scenes, man. So a lot of people don't think about that, man. A lot of people think that, hey, man, the Most High is like hands off. No, man, the Most High is the reason for all this, man. The Most High is the one that's orchestrating everything that's about to come to pass, everything that Donald Trump's about to do, everything that's going to go on to lead to Babylon's destruction, to lead to, World War III, the mark of the beast, Jacob's trouble, and our deliverance, man. Let's get that Daniel's 2:20 through 21.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 20. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of the God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. And he that changed the time in the season, he removeth king and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that knoweth understanding.
Come, man. So you see, the Most High removes his kings and sets up kings, man. So right now, the king of Babylon is who? Joe Biden. The incoming king is going to be who? Donald Trump. Who caused that to happen, man? What did Daniel 2:20 through 21 say? The Most High did this, man. Let's get Daniel 4:17. And also, man, this goes into, because I saw a lot of articles, saw a lot of videos, man, where women were blaming so-called black man for this, man. And they were rebelling against their man, man. Talking about holding off sex and stuff like that. Well, the scripture said, man, because you rebelling against the Most High, man. That's who you rebelling against. That's who you're really angry with. And the scripture says that rebellion is after sin of witchcraft. So if you keep this up, man, you keep rebelling against the Most High, what do you think going to happen to you? You're going to be destroyed, man. So you're not hurting anybody but yourself, man. Go ahead, that Daniel 4:17. If anybody got
if I can add too, I don't know how they blaming the so-called black man, because when you look at the statistics, 7 to 8% of the black male voters went to you know what I'm saying, Kamala Harris. So how they blaming the so-called black man? You know what I'm saying? It makes no
Con,
sense. And if you was a worldly so-called black Jake, anyway, if you was a worldly so-called black man anyway, why would you vote for Kamala Harris anyway when you know what I'm saying? Well, it's allegedly that when she was a prosecutor in California, I think that she was locking up, you know what I'm saying, the so-called black man for you know what I'm saying, for marijuana and things of that nature. And when you look at Donald Trump was, you know what I'm saying, he was freeing a lot of black men. So
con,
Jay, if you had that worldly mind state as a so-called black man, it would have been your best bet to vote for Donald Trump. But because our men are weak and they're falling behind, you know what I'm saying, that woman who's going based off emotions, that's why they, you know what I'm saying, went out to the vote booth and voted for Kamala Harris, man. You got it back up.
man. That goes to Jeremiah 2:33 too, man. Why tremblest thy ways to seek love, man? You know what I'm saying? Why you gonna do what your woman wants you to do, man? Remember, man, if you go all the way back to the beginning, man, to the garden, who was it that caused us to fall in the first place, man? The black woman, right? She brought that false doctrine or whatever it was back to her husband. He listened to her, man, and so we began to die, man. So why are you gonna let your woman, man, lead you around and instruct who you should be voting for, man? You should be leading her, man. Most High place you as the head of the household, man. And just to go into what you were saying, I'm just going to go ahead and read this article right here, man. It's from NBC News, and the title is Harris Showed Minimal Losses Among Black Men, but analysts say she would have won more. So you got here to paragraph 1. It says, black men have been perceived as a voting bloc right for Donald Trump to attract after many expressed concerns a year ago about Joe Biden's reelection efforts. An ABC News poll at that time showed at least 20% of black men would support Trump, and an alarming number of Democrats. Vice President Kamala Harris took over from Biden, who stepped aside under pressure in July. In the end, however, the poll from November 2023 held true. 78% of black men selected Harris in Tuesday's presidential election, according to the NBC News National Exit Poll. That figure was below Biden's 2020 mark of 80%. So as you said, 78% of black men voted for Harris, man. So how these women blaming her loss on the black man, I don't know, man. But the person that they really mad at is the Most High Yahweh, man, because he's the one that caused this to happen. He's the one who really selected Donald Trump to be the next president, man. So that's who they're really mad. Let's get that Daniel 4:17.
Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watcher, and the demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basket of men.
The basis of man. So who is the basis of men, man? Let's go on into Esau, man. Esau is the basis of men. So the Most High rules in the kingdom. He rules on earth, and he's the one that really selects these world leaders, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all to bring about the orchestration and fulfillment of prophecy, man. He's the one that put all these world leaders into place. So if you're going to be mad at anybody, you're mad at the Most High Yahweh. So you wasting your time being mad. I mean, he's the one that set up king. He removes king. He's the one who decides what goes on just in this earth. So if you continue rebelling, you're going to be destroyed. The best thing you could do is get with the program, repent, and understand that the Most High is causing all these things on earth to happen, even the so-called natural disasters. Those aren't natural disasters. Those are things that the Most High has planned to bring judgment on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our people forget that, man. They go along with Esau rhetoric, man, about climate change and all that. No, that's the Most High, man, doing these things, man. Just like the Most High had in mind, he wanted Donald Trump to be the next president. So guess what? He brought it to pass. Let's get Matthew chapter 6, verse 10. Anybody got anything? Bring it out.
Yeah, I got something I want to go real quick. It's the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, man. And this speak our way. When we come on this earth, the Lord already got the day, the hour, the minute, the second that he's going to require our spirit back to him. The same way when you look at kingdoms that the Lord set up. The Lord set up these kingdoms. He got a certain amount of time that he want this kingdom to rule. Then certain amount of time that kingdom gonna be taken out of power. He's gonna raise up the next kingdom. And none of these kingdoms can prolong their rulership. Same way with the going into. He set up the basis of man. He set up Esau, Edom to be this last ruling government, last ruling kingdom on the earth. But when it's time for them to be taken out of power, they can't go past that. And that's what we coming into now. We coming into the time where Esau is going to be taken out of power, and the next kingdom is going to come into rulership, which is the nation of Israel. But you can't go beyond what the Lord already got set up. Like I said, man, predestination, man. There's no free will. Whatever the Lord determined for for how long a nation is going to be in rulership, that's what the Lord determined. And they can't go further than that, and they can't go, you know what I'm saying, less than that. Everything was already predestined and already foretold from the beginning, man. But you got it all.
Come, man. And just, and why would you want this kingdom to go beyond its bounds, man? I mean, look at the condition of the earth. We keep bringing this out, man. Look at the condition of the earth, man. You got wars going on all over the place. You got people starving. You know what I'm saying? Is people getting killed left and right. When we in rulership, man, because the next kingdom is going to rule is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, the kingdom of Most High with Yahweh Shai, and then the elect men ruling up under him, man. And we're going to rule this, man. We're going to bring order to this earth, man. Like true order, man. Ain't going to be nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, the nations are going into hard bondage, man. They going into hard bondage, and they're going to build up our kingdom just like we built up their kingdoms across this earth, man. Just like we built up Babylon here. Guess what? All them elite families, to intrude the Trumps, are going into captivity, man. And it don't matter how hard they try to prolong their rulership, man. You can't go no further than what the Most High is going to allow you to go, man. And their rulership is almost up, man. So we are rejoicing, man. We see these things come to pass, man. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to go through a lot of hardship. Some of us gonna be martyred, but hey, man, you keep this faith and you keep belief in Yahweh Shai, as well as keeping the Most High's laws, man. Guess what? We're next to rule, man.
That's right.
That's what we should be looking forward to. So let's get that Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10, man. This ain't the time to be sad. This ain't time to be scared or whatever, man. These are man, the prophets are old. Wish they could see these times we living in, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Yahweh Shai is sitting in the heavens, man. He can't wait to come back, man, and put order to this earth, man. Establish a righteous rulership to put Esau and other nations down, man. And those are the things that we should be looking forward to. But instead, our people, what do they want to do? They want to prolong this current kingdom, man, so they can continue to do wickedness, continue to do the things that Esau allows them to do. They don't want to be ruled under righteousness, man.
Right.
That's exactly why we're in this position in the first place, man. We wanted a king, an earthly king, going back to 1 Samuel chapter 8, like the other nations, man. So who did the Most High give us it first? King Saul. You know what I'm saying? And so we still want that, man. We still want to be ruled over by an earthly king, man. For whatever reason, we keep thinking these politicians that are elected are going to be able to save us, man. They don't give a damn about you, Israel. All they want is your vote, man. That's why every time around election season, they come talk about reparations and stuff. Guarantee you won't get no reparations. Your reparations is going to be when the Most High sends Yahweh Shai back and he delivers us and put the nations under our feet, man. That's going to be your reparations. Let's get that Matthew 6 and 10.
Yeah, addressing the brother in the comment board. Yes, we are Hebrew Israelites.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 10.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 10.
Go ahead.
That will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
Come, man. So this is part of the Lord's Prayer, man. It says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven, man. The Most High has the heavens in order, man. No matter what this Christian church tell you, man, there's no angels up there rebelling, man, against the Most High. Spiritual demon Satan was not thrown out of heaven, man. Him and the third and angel, all that BS you guys be trying to come up with, man. The heavens are in order, man. And he sent his son back to establish that same order here on earth, man. And we're going to help him establish that order, man. So all these things that he's doing right now is leading up to the establishment of that order, and it's leading up to our deliverance, the destruction of the nations. Babylon is going to be completely destroyed, but he's leading up to sending his son back and establishing righteous order on this earth. You're not going to see this under Esau's rulership. Let's get Proverbs 21:1, man.
Yeah, come, brother, too. Hey, man, you cool, man. You straight off.
Proverbs 21:1. If anybody else got anything, man, bring it up.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Come, man. So the king's heart, soon to be Trump, is in the hand of the Lord. His heart going to his mind, man. So the Most High is going to use Trump to bring about his will, man. He's the one that's he's going to be pulling Trump's strings. So don't let anybody deceive you and fool you, man. Yeah, there are people behind the scenes, the elite, who think that they're the ones in control, man. But they're not, man. The Most High is in control, man. He's the one that puts in their mind and Trump's mind whatever he wants to be accomplished in this earth, man. So the things that you're about to see Trump bring about when he get back into the presidency is the things that the Most High is putting in his mind for him to bring out, man. So when he's talking about this mass deportation, what do you think he's talking about, man? Really, who is that targeted against, man? It's targeted against the Israelites that really came over here. And guess what? Some of us going to be rounded up as well, man, and placed in those detention camps, man. I think 2025, man, is going to be an interesting year, man, to see prophecies come to pass, man. You know what I'm saying? You got something you want to bring out, Tobias?
Yeah, there's a precept go along with what you just brought out, the kick by the king's heart being in the hand of the Lord.
Come.
We said in the first, Exodus 10:1. And the Lord said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servant, that I might show these my sign before them. So it's the same thing that happened today. Doesn't matter who wins this election, whether Kamala, whatever her name is, or Trump had won, it's still God in control of all of it. So everything that was God had planned to happen, it was gonna happen. It don't matter who had won. So all they get mad because the black men voted for Trump. However they doing, this the thing that they done blinded people with, getting them to vote, getting them to choose or pick a side, and then they and like you said, the churches ain't teaching them nothing. The churches ain't teaching them that this is in the hand of the Lord. So however the Lord see fit for it to play out, that's how it's gonna play out. So Trump, Kamala, Joe Biden, none of these people can change what God has already predestined to happen. It's gonna happen the way He wanted it to happen. He's gonna carry it out just that way. Same way He hardened Pharaoh's heart, He gonna harden Trump's heart when it's time for him to carry out the Lord's will. The Lord gonna harden his heart too, and He gonna have to do whatever God put in his heart to do to carry out His will.
All right, man. Good points, up. Man, let's get that. Just prove another point, man. Another precept. Let's get Proverbs 20 and 24, man. Just to show, man, that the Most High, man, he's in control of all this.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Kind, man. So a man's going is of the Lord, man. So who you think put in these men's mind, these women's mind, man, to go out and vote for Trump, to go out and vote for Kamala Harris, man? Who you think is doing this? The Most High is doing it. So that just goes into that free will thing, man. You under perception that you got free will, man. But the scripture just said a man's going is of the Lord, man. How can a man know his own way? So you walk around thinking that so-called black man caused Trump to get back in office, man. It was the Most High that did it. It was the Most High that put Trump back in office, man. And his goings when he get back in office is going to be of the Lord. Everything that he's doing, the reason he's been put in power in the first place is because of the Most High, to do his bidding. Understand this, people. It's not hard to be understood that this thing only ends one way, man. Just like we said earlier. It's the author and director, who's Yahweh, is his way, man. There is no alternate ending. No matter what Trump do, he can't do anything outside what the Most High will allow him and have him do. So I know it's a lot of people, man, is upset that he got reelected, but you're upset at the Most High, man. That's who you're upset at. You just don't realize it because Babylon has brainwashed you, man, into believing their doctrine and things that he puts across this earth. But you're really mad at the Most High. Let's get Job 33, verses 14 through 16.
You're gonna address what the brother said in the comment section real quick up.
I wasn't even looking at. Let me see.
No, he said, but we're here now. You have to pick.
You have to pick. Hey, man, whoever you pick is because the Most High has you pick that person, man. So, yeah, we're here on this earth. We're here in the flesh. You have to pick, but the Most High is the one selling those instructions in your mind. And basically, you're picking who he wants you to pick. If you're talking about candidates. Let's get that Job 33, 14 through 16.
And Krabby, if I'm pronouncing your name right, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you don't mind me asking, what nationality are you?
And why if you answer that, just going back into the Lord going whatever the Lord said to happen gonna happen. I like what you said about the alternate ending. The enemy then fooled us as if it's gonna be an alternate ending, and that's the I think they hoping for. You know, they hoping for an alternate ending. This man has set himself up in a position to where it's like he God, so he in control of all of this, and we actually believe that he in control of, like dude just said, he an American, right? Now you got to think about how government come to a land full of people. They rape, rob, murder people, set up their government, right? And they're gonna give you the chance to vote them out of the power that they just set up. You got to think about how crazy that is. You actually think the man gonna did all that he did, rape, rob, murder, took the land, set up his government. Now he's the most powerful king in the world, and he gonna give you the right to vote him out of his power.
Good point,
that don't make no sense.
Excellent.
And brother, are you a so-called Black American, white American, or Hispanic American? Asking this for a reason, just to address what you said earlier when you said, but we're here now, you have to pick. I just want to know what you are, so you know what I'm saying, we can address that statement you made properly. Because if you're you know what I'm saying, of our people, now you're not supposed to be picked.
Come on, man. I mean, you're an American citizen, man. That's not your nationality.
No.
So we're all American citizens, man, because we were born here in America. So, but we're Israelites, man. Let's get that Job 33, 14 through 16.
Job 33, 14 through 16. For God spake once, yeah, twice, yet men perceived it not. in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men, in slumberings upon the bed. Then he opened the ears of the men and sealed their instruction.
Con, man. So the Most High seals your instructions, man. He seals your instructions, what you're going to do the following day. He seals that, man, deep sleep. He puts that in your mind, man. So you said, but we're here now. We got to pick. You're going to pick who the Most High had you pick. So the Most High is going to pick who he had you pick, man. And you know, hey, thanks for tuning in, Krabby. But you know, this is for the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's who we actually addressing. Let's get Sirach 12 and 10, man. Because our people have a habit of doing this, man. You know, since we've been so-called free, we forgot we got enemies, man. You know what I'm saying? And we like to have them enemies above us, man. It seems like we can't imagine a future without having our enemies beside us, man. The other nations don't think like that. It's only so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the ones who are actually supposed to be on top, actually leading the other nations. We're the only ones that want to be equal, man. So we got a habit of doing something the other nations don't really do, which is trust our enemies. Let's get that Sirach 12 and 10, man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron restive, so is his wickedness.
Come on, man. So the Bible said never trust our enemies. And who's our number one enemy, man? Esau, then Ishmael, then the Hamites. You know what I'm saying? So never trust our enemies, man. You think he set up this political system to somehow benefit you? Nah, man. He set up this political system to keep you oppressed, man, to keep you in line. You cannot trust your enemy, man. You voting for him and trying to side with them, where you think that's going to get some favoritism when they come out and they start pushing these draconian laws. You think you're going to get some leniency, man, because you sign with your oppressor? No, man. I'm just going to tell you, man. That's like kissing. You know, forgive my language. That's kissing ass, man. Who likes a person to kiss ass? Who respects a person to kiss ass, man? Nobody. So you sign with your oppressor, man. You kissing your oppressor's ass. And he's going to destroy you, just like he's coming after the rest of us, man, who are preaching and teaching Most High's laws and have faith in his son, Yahweh Shai. He's going to come after you too, man. So you sign with your oppressor, man. That's just going to get you destroyed. Anybody got anything they want to bring out, man? All right, let's go to Psalm 62, verse 10 and 11. Psalm 62, verses 10 and 11.
The book of Psalm, chapter 62, verses 10. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increases, set not your heart upon them. God has spoken once, twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto God.
Come on, man. So the power and the entire earth belongs to God. Not only that, to the Most High. I mean, he's our power, man. That's who you should be trusting in. Don't trust in this oppressive system, man. That's what he's telling you. He's our power. All power belongs to the Most High, man. Everything. You got to remember, the people that have power now, and the only reason we're subjected to them is because the Most High allowed them to rule over us. Why? Because we rejected him, man. We rejected him as our power. We wanted to be like the other nations, so he scattered us among the nations to serve in the captivity up on him, man. And this captivity here under Esau has been the most brutal captivity we've ever been in, man. It's funny how our people remember everything else, man. They remember 9/11. They remember everything else. But when you tell them to remember what was done to us here, man, what do they say? That's in the past, man. Why? Because they want to be one with their oppressors, man. The Most High told us, remember the days are old, man. He didn't tell us to forget. We're supposed to remember the things that happened to us here, man. We were sent here to repent, not to become one with our oppressors, not to learn their ways, man. to repent, and to come back to the law, statute, commandments of the Most High, man. Let's get Isaiah 30, verses 12 through 13. If any of you brothers got anything to bring out, man, bring it out.
And I do want to say something on what you just said about the oppression, and when you think about it, even with the person that Krabby Patty that got through with the crab, that just got through coming right. You got a lot of people that don't want to see the truth, right? When you think about the oppression that they do toward blacks, Hispanic, Native American, they want to take black history out of school. They don't want you to teach black history. They don't want you to teach a whole lot. They don't want us to bring out the stuff we bring out. And these same people, like they right here come in on there, they'll turn a blind eye to it as if they don't know that their land was stolen. If they feel so bad about it, give the land back.
Give it back.
Give the stuff back. But they'll take the history out of the school. The school's already poor and don't give the school no money. Everybody know that the white school get more money than the non-white school. Everybody history out of the school, but they won't take the Holocaust, the so-called Jewish history. They won't take that out of school. They want us to remember stuff like that, but they want us to forget. Like you said, the Bible tells us not to forget what happened in the past. Don't forget our past, but they want us to forget our past, but want us to remember the stuff that they so-called and did. But the same people, they turn a blind eye to it and act like they don't know what's happening. They don't see the oppression because they ain't the oppressed people. It's hard to see something if it ain't happening to you. So they can't see it because they are the ones that's close right now.
Yeah, you're right, man. It's hard to see it when you're the one doing the oppressing, man. If you hadn't had to suffer these things, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't want to see it. You pretend it don't exist, man. And that's what they like to do, man. Is pretend that the things that happened to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans here doesn't exist because they know, man, that it takes a demented ass people to do the things that they did to us, man. So they don't want that being taught to their children, man. So they want to take it out, man, because they don't want their children seeing who are their forefathers. They don't want their children seeing the horrible things that they've done as a people, man. You know what I'm saying? They preach this humanitarian all over the world, man. But yet they're inhumane to its own citizens, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the things they've done to us. So it's like, how can you tell any other country about some type of humanitarian, something they doing wrong to other people when you yourself have did it way worse than those other people? You know? Like you see stuff, man, like going on television commercials, man, about the so-called rapes and stuff that is occurring to the so-called what's the name of the motherfuckers that's fighting Russia? I forgot. What's the name of that? I forgot the name of that damn country.
Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine. Ukrainians, man, so-called rapes and stuff like that's going on with them, man. Hey, bro, what do you think happened to us right here? What do you think happened to us right here in America, man? You talking about daily, man. That stuff was going on to us. Not just the women, but the men and the children too. It was being glorified. It was accepted. But now it's something because it allegedly is happening to Edomites by other Edomites. That we supposed to give a damn about that? I don't give a damn about that. You know what I'm saying? That's Edomite crime, man. Nobody cared about it when it was happening to us. Nobody cared about the suffering, the rapes that was going on with us. So now it's something we supposed to care about the people that hate us. You saw what they did, man, when Russia first attacked. What were they doing to so-called black people over there, man? Kicking them off the bus, off the trains, having them move back, you know what I'm saying? But we supposed to care about what's going on with them. I don't give a damn about what's going on with them. All the Russians, man. You know, same with them so-called the people that's in our land now, man. The ones who's are perpetual victims. They're the ones that going out and doing shit. They're perpetual victims, and they think that we're supposed to care about what they're allegedly going through, man. When they're the ones that own the slave ships that brought us over here.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So why would we care about you? You don't care about us, man. The Most High told us to remember what Amalek did to us, man.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Who you think the Amalekites are, man? The people that's in the land now. And the Most High said he was going to have war with them from generation to generation, man. So we don't care. We don't give a damn about that, man. But this society right here try to tug on our people's heartstrings, man. And our people fall for that, man. They care more about that than they do their own people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Vice President Harris, say she would have got elected, man. Who is she married to? She's married to the enemy, man. So that tells you how much she cares about her own people, man. If she truly is a so-called Israel, so-called black woman, that tells you how much she cares about her own people, man. She cares so much she went off and married the enemy, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's a so-called fake J, man. I could be wrong about that. All right, let's get that Isaiah Salakia. Let's get Proverbs 3:31, man.
Yeah, all right. Before you go there, let me bring out this precept, man. Cause like y'all saying, man, we trust in oppression, man. Cause like y'all going into, you know what I'm saying, America, man. America is the oppression that we trust in, man. And when you read the Bible, man, the Bible refers to this place, America, as the oppressor, man. You know what I'm saying? The prophet Isaiah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 4. That thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, man. So who is the king of Babylon? Is referring to the elite of the Edomites, man. And right now they got, you know what I'm saying, Donald J. Trump, you know what I'm saying, as the face of being the king of Babylon, but the king of Babylon is referring to the elite, because the ones who are really calling the shots are the ones we don't see, man. Look it up, basically an oligarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's run by a small group of people, man. The upper echelon of the Esau, Edom, man. That's the king of Babylon. So it said, take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city is seized, man. Right. So the Lord is referring to Babylon, man, as the oppressor, man, in the golden city, man. Because every nation look at America as their top nation, man. Even when you look at America from the sky, man, you know what I'm saying, at nighttime, it look like America, when you look at all the lights, look like this is a literally golden city, man. But it said the oppressor in the golden city is seized. Why? Because the Lord is getting ready to bring this place down, man. And we jump to verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven? So this falling from heaven is not referring to them coming down from the third heaven where the Most High is at, man. This heaven is referring to them being taken out of rulership and destroyed, old Lucifer. And now he called in the king of Babylon, which is the Leah, Esau, Edom, Lucifer, man. This is not talking about the spiritual angel Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, and him and the Most High. You know how it go in Christianity when we was all taught Satan and the Most High, you know what I'm saying, got in a fist fight and the Most High threw Satan down from heaven, man. No, this is speaking about a nation of people who referred to in verse 4 as the king of Babylon being taken out of rulership, man. The son of the morning, how they're cut down to the ground, which did is weaken the nations, right? So that's why these nations are pissed off with America, man. And these nations are getting ready to bring all our hell and all our war to this place, because America went around destroying and weaken the nation, man. So the Lord is getting ready to take these Edomites, Esau, who is the so-called white man, out of power, man. Just like we fell from heaven. When you read the book of Lamentations, chapter 2, verse 1, the Lord said he cast us down from heaven, meaning what? He took us out of rulership, took us out of our land, send us into captivity. That's the same thing finna happen to these Edomites, man. Their power structure is finna be brought down. They're finna be taken out of authority, and they're finna be sent. They're finna be in captivity, man, building up our nation. And our kingdom, our heaven is going to be established, man. But you got to back up.
Hey, Slacky, let's get that Isaiah 30, 12 through 13. I forgot about that. Isaiah 30, verse 12.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and say their own. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out of the high wall, whose breaking coming suddenly at an instant.
Con, man, because they trust in this oppressive system, man. When these draconian laws come down, man, when Trump institute this mass deportation and stuff like that, man. Guess what? As I said, some of us gonna get caught up in that too, man. And our people, for whatever reason, man, they don't believe this stuff is coming. They don't think the stuff that's going on in those third world countries is gonna come here to Babylon the Great, to America, man. Well, you can see it. All you gotta do is pay attention, man. Pay attention to the laws they're passing. Pay attention to the things that are being spoken, man. When Donald Trump, when he talk about bringing conservative Christian values back, what do you think he means, man? Number one, he's talking about stopping this truth from coming out, because it's this truth, man, that's hurting them, that's cutting them to the bone. So they want to stop this word from coming out. But what about these conservative Christian values, man? Wasn't it a so-called Christian nation that enslaved us and did the things that they did to us? So that's what he's talking about, bring it back, man. That's what he's talking about by making America great again. It's putting the so-called black and brown man beneath the Edomites, trying to take us back to a form of captivity or whatever, man. But guess what, man? The Most High is about to deliver us out of this captivity after all this destruction is brought this way, man. And then guess who's going in captivity, man? The Edomites and the other nations. So our people trust in this system, man. And for whatever reason, although they claim they believe in God, I'm mostly talking about them so-called black Christians, man. They don't really believe, man. They believe in their God, Esau. They don't believe in the God of the Bible, man. Because it don't matter how many scriptures, it don't matter how many videos, not only our camp, but other camps put out, man. Our people still hear this and they'll see the videos and they'll flip right past it, man. Because they think it's on some black power stuff, man. No, we about our people, man. How is it that every other nation can be about their people, educating their people, but when the so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, Native American man, when we bring it out, we speak unity to our people, there's a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they fear us coming back into power, man. They fear us coming back to the Most High's laws. So they want to have us dependent upon them. That's why, man, they created a welfare system, man, for our women. You know what I'm saying? Split the black, Hispanic, and Native American household up, man. So you can get our women, depending on welfare and all this stuff, man. So it's all in their plan, man. So we preach family, having a man as the head, having the man and the woman together, raising their kids. They don't want to hear that, man. Why? They need that free labor in the prison systems, man. It's the majority of us who are in the prison systems. You know what I'm saying? They getting free labor out of this, man. They putting us back into another form of slavery. So they don't want to hear us talking about coming back to the Most High's laws and that the Most High will deliver us. They don't want to hear that, man, because they want to continue to rule over and oppress us, man. And our people love, for whatever reason, they just can't see anything past Great Babylon here, man. They get mad at you for telling them the fact that this place is on the downslide, man. They get more pissed at you than the Edomites get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They be wanting to fight you for saying that, man. All right, let's get you brothers got anything, man? All right, so for these times that's coming up, man, let's get Psalms 64 verses 1 through 5, man. Because these times coming up, man, you're gonna need the Most High, man, as a hedge around you. You know what I'm saying? Esau, he's been allowed to amass too much power, man. He has technology that he didn't have back in ancient times, man. This dude has drones. He has robots that he's coming out with, man. He has fighter aircraft, all the weapons, man. But guess what? That ain't gonna save him. And even if you did have a physical weapon or whatever, man, it might allow you to protect yourself for a time being, man. But unless you got the Most High on your side, man, these times to come, man, you in deep trouble, man. Let's get Psalms 64, verses 1 through 5.
Psalm 64, 1 through 5. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insecretion of the worker of iniquity.
And you can bet that these guys, they're scheming, they're planning to do something big when Trump takes office, man. So don't think that any of these policies, executive orders, or anything that Project 25 everybody keeps talking about, don't think that's for your benefit, man. It's to enslave you, man. It's to enslave you and eventually force that mark of the beast, which is that microchip upon you, man. Go ahead, keep reading up.
Who with their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. They that may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Come, man. So when one is going and shooting in fear of the perfect, man, is referring to Israel, but specifically the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? And how they encourage themselves, man, when they have they secret meetings, man, they D12 meeting, their World Economic Forum meetings, man. What do you think these guys are coming together to do, man? They come together to think tank about enslaving the masses, man, of the earth, bro. That's what they come together to do, man. None of that stuff is for your benefit, no matter how well they try to pitch it to you, man. Just think about it, man. They keep talking about this global warming stuff, right? Well, I know of two gentlemen, man, who created vehicles that were powered by water. What happened to these guys, man? They wound up mysteriously dying, bro. There's a guy over in the continent of Africa, man, created a way to power a television through radio frequency waves, man, clean energy. How come they're not pushing stuff like that? Dr. Sebi, man, was curing cancer, HIV, diabetes, high blood pressure, all this stuff through natural remedies, through herbs, man. Like the scriptures tell us to do, because herbs is medicine. What happened to him, man? The FDA the FDA brought a lawsuit against him, right? And I believe the judge requested he produce like 7 witnesses for the ailments he claimed to be able to cure. He produced like 77. Now keep in mind, Dr. Sebi wasn't the one that diagnosed him with these illnesses, man. Their own doctors diagnosed him with the illnesses. They went to him for treatment, and guess what? It was their own doctors that diagnosed them with being cured from those ailments after they've been treated by Dr. Sebi. What happened to him, man? He goes back to Honduras, right? And I believe they arrested him, threw him in jail. I think he had like 40,000 on him or something like that, and mysteriously dies from pneumonia, man. Something that he knows. You know what I'm saying? Something he knows, man. So what does that tell you, man? That although these elites push this stuff, man, about trying to save the planet, they really don't want to save the planet, man. Because if there is, how come we ain't driving vehicles, man, that's ran off, that you can just power through regular water? How come we ain't getting fed, getting herbs, these herbal remedies that Dr. Sebi came out with, and living longer and being actually cure the cancer, cure the diabetes, cure the high blood pressure, instead of being having to pay hundreds of dollars every month or whatever, man, for medicine that's only treating the symptom and not curing you at all, man, because it's putting money in their pockets, man. But our people trust in that type of oppression, man. They trust in us, man. And when you tell them there's people behind the scenes that are conspiring to make these things happen and don't want to see you, live past a certain age, why do you think they keep raising the age for Social Security and stuff, man? Because they want to work you until you die, man. They don't want you drawing your benefits.
Cool.
Just like they did when we were on when we were physically on the plantation back in physical slavery. What they do, man? They worked you until you died, man. From the time you could walk until the time you hit the grave, man. No matter how old you were, bro, because you're nothing but a piece of property to them, man. But our people love this place for whatever reason, man. They can't think of the joys that the Most High has in store for us in the kingdom, because they can't see past Esau's kingdom, man. What you see here in Esau's kingdom, man, what you see in Ishmael's kingdom, when you go to a place like Dubai, stuff like that, that is nothing compared to what our kingdom is going to be like, man. But Israel, in order for you to see these things, man, guess what? You got to come out of the ways of Babylon, man. Stop depending on these politicians that they put up before you to save you, man. Those guys don't give a crap about you, man. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear when they're campaigning. And then you get in office, and guess what? They forget about you until the next election year. Then they're promising you all these things again, reparations, all this stuff that you like to hear. And guess what? They don't follow through with none of it. Any of you bros got anything to bring up, man?
Yeah, I just want to bring out this, you know what I'm saying, laying back on what you were saying, how, you know what I'm saying, they show us no mercy, man. Like you said, how they keep on trying to raise the age of Social Security, raise the age of retirement, all these, you know what I'm saying, the reason why they doing that, because they really don't want us to live to see that, you know what I'm saying, to make it to that age, man. And if we do live to see it and make it to it, we ain't got but a couple of years anyway, and we're going to be, you know what I'm saying, hey, laying in the grave anyway, man. But this is the book, Isaiah chapter 47, verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance, right? Because the Most High was angry with us. He was angry with his nation, why? Because we forsook him and started serving other gods. So the Lord turned to be, he fought against us instead of being our God, you know what I'm saying, and looking out for us and making sure we was the top nation. We broke his commandments. We served other gods. So the Lord got pissed off with us. He put us at the bottom and giving them into thy hand. Why? The Lord, all these nations that we went up on them, the Lord gave us into their hand. The Lord gave all these other nations power over us. So the reason why the Edomites, Esau, Edom got power over us now is because why? Because we pissed the Lord off. So the Lord gave us into his hand. He gave them power, authority. He gave them rulership over us. Thou didn't show them no mercy. Just going into what I was saying, man. They ain't show us no mercy, man. You know what I'm saying? They had us in the tobacco field, the cotton field, the sugarcane field, man. From sun up to sundown, man. Beginning at the age when we was able to walk, they had us out there, man. Sweating, you know what I'm saying? Down to malnutrition, starvation, man. They ain't show no mercy, man. Still to this day, got you working with 6-7 days a week just to make a living, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just making enough just to keep a roof over your head, man. Just to keep food on your table. You know what I'm saying? And put gas in your car to continue to go back every day, man. You know what I'm saying? Every day we have to get up, go to work just to barely make it, man. They showed us no mercy, man. Give us 1, maybe 2 days off a week. And it said, upon the ancient has thou heavily laid down yoke, man. Even our elders, man, like you just brought out, man. You know what I'm saying? They keep on pushing the age of retirement back because they want us to work till we down there in the grave, man, till we dead, man. That way they won't have to pay us no Social Security. That way they won't have to give us our 401k, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the devil. That's why we call him the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. But you got it back up.
Let's get Luke chapter 1, start at verse 68.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he has visited and redeemed his people, and has raised up salvation as he thinks about his holy
Not up. You fade down.
as verse 7. As he said out his holy prophets, which have been began. That we
You keep on fading out, huh? I get Ezekiel, you say you want to what now?
Start at verse 71. I think that's what Tobias.
I'm saying Luke.
Yeah, Luke 1, verse
Book
71.
of Luke, chapter 1, verse 71. That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember the holy covenant. Continue.
Come on, man. So it said the mercies that he promised to our fathers, man. Whose fathers? Israel's father. He didn't promise this to everybody's forefathers, man. You know what I'm saying? And that we, who is the we? We is the Israels, the so-called blacks, the Hispanics, and Native Americans should be saved from our enemies, man. We're the only ones that don't got no power, man. All them other nations got their own countries, man. The Hamites, you know what I'm saying, got theirs. The Ishmaelites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Edomites. Everybody got their own country, man. Got their own heaven. But us right now, man. Why? Because we've been sent into captivity, man. We scattered amongst everybody else's heaven, which is their rulership. He's gonna save us from the hands of our enemies, man. Really, all these nations hate us, man. None of them really want to see us come back into power, man. They don't want to be ruled over by so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? And our people, really, the 2/3 don't want to rule over other people, man. They want to be equal with everybody, man.
All right.
God never created us to be equal with everybody, man. He created us to be above all people, man. And that's the mindset that you got to have. So when they throw these people up, these politicians who are not of your people, number one, a righteous Israelite, we ain't going to be trying to run for office here in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? So when they throw these puppets up, man, for you to vote for, man, understand it's not for your benefit, man. And if they put somebody up there that look like you, understand they put that person up there that looks like you so that he can try to control you, man. So he can try to lure you back to sleep. So that you can believe in the Babylonian dream, which is failing. But really, man, you should be having dreams of the kingdom, man. When I close my eyes every night, bro, I'm thinking about the kingdom, man. I'm thinking about being in rulership under Yahweh Shai. I'm not thinking about trying to build up Babylon anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Once the Most High woke me up, man, I stopped thinking like that, man. And I understand when you're asleep, you don't know no better, man. But I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Once I heard this truth, man, and heard that we the people, the Most High opened my eyes, man, opened my ears, opened my heart, which is my mind. And I let this other stuff go, man. I let these Babylonian dreams go, man. My dreams is of the kingdom, man. Rulership.
That's right.
Royalty. We're the real royalty of the earth, man. Screw a goddamn King Charles, man. We the royalty of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Yahweh Shai is the king. He's the one that's coming back to rule, man. All them other guys who are in these so-called positions of royalty, guess what? They're gonna be our servants in the kingdom, man. But see, Israel don't want to hear that. Israel want to hear, man, that this place is going to continue on, and they want to try to do everything in their power to ensure that it does, man. To include coming up against us, their own people, who's trying to wake them up, man. They come up against us, man, before they stand up against Esau. You know what I'm saying? They won't stand up against Esau, man, but they'll stand up against us, their own people, that's telling them that they're the greatest people on the face of this earth. And that they need to come out the ways of Babylon before that destruction comes this way, and believe you, it's coming. Whether you believe it or not, that destruction is coming this way. And a lot of you guys are going to get caught up in it. A lot of you guys are going to get destroyed, whether it be by the sword or whether it be by famine, because you put faith in this place, man. And you don't put faith in the Most High. You don't put faith in our power. So you're going to get caught up in all the natural disasters that's coming, because there's going to be plenty more. All them hurricanes that was out there, man, hey, it's more than that coming this way, man. And towards the end of it, guess what's going to be coming this way? Them thermonuclear missiles. So come out the ways of Babylon, man. Come back to the laws of the Most High. Come back to believing in Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai came down and suffered and died for us, man. You don't think that he's in the heavens, in the third heaven, waiting to come back and put these devils in subjection? Come on, man. Remember, a thousand years is what, but a day to the Most High, right? So it's been a little bit over 2.5 days for Yahweh Shai. He suffered at the hands of these devils, and our people who handed him over to these devils, man, he's waiting to come back and get his get back, man. And you're gonna get caught up in that get back, because you sign with your oppressor, man. You want to continue his kingdom. You want to rebuild his kingdom. You don't want his kingdom to end. You comfortable in oppression, man. Let's get that Psalms 44:4, man. Sorry, verse 4.
The book of
Psalm.
Psalms. You go ahead, Shai.
Oh, you got it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 4. Thou art my king, O God. Command deliverance for Jacob. Though thee we push down our enemies, through thy name will we tread them under the rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us.
Come on, man. So just like we were put to shame amongst all these nations, man, the Most High is going to come back, save us. He's going to put them to shame. And guess what? We're going to be instrumental in helping them with that, man. We come back down for them chariots. And when it says, verse 6, for I will not trust in my bow, hey, man, so we ain't going to trust in the modern day weapon. As I said, man, that weapon may protect you for a little while, man, but hey, bro, it's going to take the Most High being on your side to protect you, putting that hedge around you, man. You can't defend against the things that Esau got. If the Most High is not protecting you, man, you might as well give it up, man. You might as well give it up if the Most High is not on your side. You can stack up all the weapons you want to stack up, man. That ain't got nothing. They ain't gonna do crap against what Esau got, man. It's not gonna save us. Is the Most High sending His Son Yahweh Shai back? That's our power, man. Remember, the weapons of our warfare, man. They're not carnal, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to renew your mind, man. Come back to our nationality, man.
Got a precept for y'all.
Israelites. Go ahead, up.
You can break it down. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good.
Come on, man. What's that wisdom, man? The knowledge of these scriptures, man. The knowledge and understanding of these scriptures, man. That's that wisdom, man. And that's better than any weapon of war, man. And guess what, Israel? The time's coming, man. I know you guys been saying, people been saying for years that so-called Jesus, and that's not his name, is coming back. But we in these times, man. Nobody knows the date, time, and hour, but we know because the scripture tells us that he's coming back when. And I think even Trump had mentioned, something to the effect, or they say Jesus is going to return during World War III, something to that effect. So he knows, man. You know what I'm saying? The elite knows, man, that Yahweh Shai is returning sometime during the middle of World War III when the nations are fighting against each other, man. And they're going to turn and they're going to stop fighting against each other and they're going to turn and fight on him, fight against him. What do you think that Independence Day was like, man? I saw another movie like that the other day. I forgot the name of it, man, where it was this alien invasion and the nations stopped fighting against each other and turned and fight. I think it was that Zack Snyder movie or whatever, man. It was like, a dark side was coming or whatever, man. You see him coming with his chariots, whatever, and he had all these fake gods and immortals and stuff, man, and the Amazonians and the men. What did they do? Because normally they were fighting against it. They were enemies amongst themselves, but what they do? They combine forces to fight against dark side, man. So they know, man. The nations of the earth know. The elite of the earth know, man. Them so-called UFOs that are seen out there are the chariots of Israel, man. Same cloud that Yahweh Shai went up in. He's coming back in that cloud, so-called cloud, that chariot, man. The chariot of fire that Elijah went up in. Guess what? We going up in those same, because it's only for Israel. We going up in those same chariots, man. Those of us who repent and are, the remnant, hopefully elect, that are saved, man. I pray that all those brothers on here, man, are part of that. Unless you brothers got anything else, man, I'm gonna get ready to end it. Anybody got anything?
I don't.
All right, Israel. This is your brother Ezekiel with the Sons of God Israelite Camp. Your brother Gideon, Amath, Yeshaya, Tobias. We would like to say all praises to the Most High Yahweh. Our name is only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. We hope you were edified. Come Come up out of her, Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.